Have you ever had a goalie throw a stick at you?
Can't say I had. I wasn't really sure what was going on. Kind of missed an open net was going through my mind just when I was diving that one. And I thought, I actually didn't know the rules, so I didn't know if they were discussing whether it was a goal or penalty. I didn't really expect a penalty shot, and yeah, it's nice I got another shot at it with a penalty shot.
What was the discussion like? Because I didn't know that. I don't know how many people know that.
I wasn't in them. You would have to ask Arnie about that one. The refs kind of got together, and I think if you're 6-on-5, they pull the goalie if someone throws a stick. I believe it's like that's an automatic goal, but obviously a different scenario there. So yeah, pretty unique play.
What have you liked about playing on the PK and trying to create those opportunities?
Yeah, it's been great. This year we've really made a focus on just playing quicker, faster. If you have a chance, you got the green light to go and pressure. For me, I think just using my quickness and almost anticipation, kind of read that next play, and you're able to force plays. And a lot of times it's you got 4 guys below the dots almost and 1 guy up top, and you have obviously the main goal is to stop them from scoring goals, but you do get chances. You see it with our PK. We got a lot of quick players that good sticks and break them up, and you're able to get those 2-on-1s and a couple breakaways. And I just think our system plays in the way that I play.
Maybe an obvious question, Kyle, but did the throwing of the stick, do you think you otherwise score if he doesn't do that? It directly cause you?
I would have to watch it again. Honestly, from my view, I don't know. Yeah, I would have to watch it again. Maybe it caused me, but it almost felt like I just whiffed on it, to be honest. So.
Because it's a chaotic situation, you don't have much time to think about the ensuing penalty shots. Yeah. So do you just go back to sort of the internal game plan that you have for a normal breakaway there to plot a strategy? Or?
Yeah, for sure. You always got a few moves kind of going through your head coming in, and I like to react how the goalie, reads or bites or something else, and just kind of opened up and. It worked out to be able to get to the back end there.
Do you remember your first goal, and when you have a teammate get his first, I'm sure it brings a flood of memories back and a lot of happiness?
Yeah, I sure do. Nikki Ehlers made a pass to me on a 2-on-1, scored my first goal, and it's a huge milestone. You get to the NHL, it's your first game. You think about everybody that's helped you out to get there. There's so many people that affect our lives, and family, coaches, teammates, and then once you're there, it's trying to make that next step, and obviously trying to contribute and make a difference and score a goal. That's a huge moment. So definitely awesome for Lambo. He's looked great. He's obviously he was skating really well tonight, and for him to go to the net and to score the way he did, and it was great. We're really happy for him.
Because this is such a veteran-heavy team, can you speak to the energy that a first goal gets? Because it just doesn't happen very often with this group. Yeah,
you're right. I don't know. We might be the oldest team in the NHL. I don't know the stat on that, but it's pretty close. And there's a lot of games, a lot of wisdom in there. But those guys have needed to step up with the injuries that we have. To start with, Lyles, Perfetti, and obviously Sandberg out. There's some open rosters, and they've done a great job. They've all 3 of those guys, whether it's Tribberkoff and Lambo or Fordo, it's no questions asked. Whatever you ask them to do, they come in there, do the job, and each one of them brings a different element. And it's fun. You need that. You need everybody top to bottom in the lineup to contribute. And hopefully we're healthy the rest of the year. But teams go through this, and we need everybody to step up.
How did you jump on them so early in all 3 periods?
Yeah, it was great. Just being ready, I think. Obviously, you say we want to be ready every single game. It just, I don't know, it's just the way it worked out. We were on our toes today, playing right, dialed in. It starts off with, we're winning a face-off, we get possession, so that definitely helps. And, just rolling them over, keeping them simple early and not turning the puck over in that neutral zone kind of gets us rolling, kind of gets, all the lines into it right away.
Right on.
Thanks,
Kyle.
No problem. Brad, how many times had you maybe envisioned what a first NHL goal would look and sound and feel like, and how did actually happening kind of meet those expectations?
Yeah, I'm obviously exceeded them. Obviously, for sure, been dreaming of that moment. When you're playing road hockey as a kid or whatever, you're kind of envisioning those moments. So it's pretty special.
How fun to have a good friend and teammate and guy you've obviously played quite a bit with in Parker Ford be the one to set you up?
Yeah, it's awesome. You couldn't write it up any better. So I wouldn't have it any other way. He made a great play on that goal. So.
Parker's first NHL assist. Does he try and make a play for that puck now, or it's all yours? Old Trump's assist.
I don't know. I think he'll let me have it. He's obviously got his goal. So
outside the goal looked like a really good representation of your game in that game tonight. Give me an idea of where you think your game is at.
Yeah, I felt good out there. I felt like our line played pretty well. I felt like I was able to use my speed quite a bit. I felt like we generated a good amount of chances as a line, and just a good building block for us.
Brad, you're still getting your feet wet in this league. I imagine there's got to be some wide-eyed excitement just to be on the ice with the likes of a Sidney Crosby. You're obviously trying to shut him down, but can you maybe just describe what that feels like?
Yeah, obviously, I think every kid that comes into the league now has followed him since they were 3-4 years old, and as have I, and he's been a big idol of mine growing up, and I've loved watching him play. I love his mentality, so obviously someone that I've looked up to from a young age, and to be able to play against him was obviously special.
What do you think getting your first goal under your belt will just do now for your confidence? As Sean said, like, it looked like the rest of the game you had a bunch of chances, you were just buzzing all day. Do you feel like it'll maybe unlock a different version?
Yeah, I think, regardless of whether they're going in or whatnot, you try to play your game, but the 100% it gives you more confidence. To see the puck go in the net, and whenever you have some success, it obviously boosts your game a bit.
And watching a line like Scheifele, Connor Velarde, and the way they're going, when they start a game like they did, almost seemed like they just decided we're going to go score a goal on the first shift here. What's that like to be a teammate of theirs and just see what they're doing?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Obviously, watching those guys every day in practice, there's so much you can learn from them, and just how good they are out there is special to watch. And it's obviously a great opportunity to be in the situation where you get to see them day in and day out, and kind of what they do, and trying to learn from their game.
Have you had a peek at the phone yet to see how many texts are waiting for you to respond
No,
to?
I was actually looking for my clothes. I don't know where they went, so that's what I've been doing.
Somebody play a prank on you?
I don't know. I've yet to find out what's going on, but they were over there on my stall when I went to play the game, and I came back and they were gone. So we'll see if I can find them here.
All right. Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad. Congrats.
Yeah.
you guys have a veteran team, so you don't get a ton of first goal milestones. But to have a guy like Brad Lambert get his today, what does that do for the bench and just kind of the group as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's pretty appreciative and excited for him and for to get it out of the way. I know he had some chances. He's played in games before last year, this year, and it's you love to see it. And, nice play. You maybe expect more of a flashy down the wing, beat somebody type goal, but because he has that skill set. But that's not great to see that he goes to the net. Parker makes a good play there, and obviously that was big in that getting that second goal.
There's being ready to start games, and then there's what your top line goes out and does, which looks like they were determined to go score a goal right off the hop, and they did. Just to see a start like that must really get things rolling.
Yeah, I always say these afternoon games, it's whoever wakes up first usually gets the advantage, and our top line, we know what they've been doing for us. That was great. Getting it in the forecheck, starting with a face-off, then getting in on the forecheck and the pressure, and those type of things that obviously got the building excited right away, and everybody's up on their toes now, and then for us to score shortly thereafter to make it 2-0, that puts a team, a visiting team, on their heels, and that's what you want to do.
You've seen a lot of things in the game. Have you ever seen a sequence quite like the thrown stick and the penalty shot that didn't see?
Yeah, I've seen thrown sticks like that before, right? I mean, not so much the goalie, but obviously when the net's empty and the goalie's on the bench, it's an automatic goal. That's what we were just checking on to make sure on, and I think that it was interesting because I don't think one ref was going to call it. I think he was calling a penalty, a trip or something, and the other one saw the stick go. So it's nice that certainly Casey capitalized on it.
When you guys are on the bench in that moment, what do you think the level of confidence is throughout everyone that he's going to bury that?
The more and more I watch him, very, very high.
I love it. I was also going to ask, when it comes to the goaltending, performance like this from Comrie, does that really help you guys with that month-to-month plan when it comes to planning that out for Hellebuck and his starts?
Yeah, it really does. All three of his games now, he's been really, really good, giving us a chance, and he's a guy. Even last year, we went stretches where we couldn't score goals for him, and he was playing great. For me, we know what this season looks like, the schedule looks like, and he's going to have to play some more games. And when he does that and he plays he's been doing that for me for 2 years. So when he does that though on a consistent basis, you can really see this. The teammates they want to make sure they go out and do their best in front of him.
Just wanted your thoughts on where Vladislav Nemestikov's game is at.
So who's
Vladdy?
Yeah, you know what? Just the fact that in the last couple of games threw him on the left wing, which is kind of the plan coming down the road here with Lau probably coming in. He's a guy that he's a Swiss Army knife. Like I talk about Iafallo, you talk about guys that you can put him in different spots, power play, penalty kill. Then obviously different roles, different lines. He's a good veteran guy, and I think him and JT and Al, all three of them are veteran guys, and I like the way they kind of work together, and I think that line has been really, really good for us. I think that's 3 games now that they've gone out and had great zone tying, scored some goals. Obviously, Vladdy, he's done that for us. He scored big goals in that one the other night, the first goal and the power play on the entry. Certainly got us off and running in that game, and then certainly, tonight he's, go to the net. He does a lot of the hard stuff, and you appreciate that as a coach.
We talk about veteran teams a lot of times. It looks like you're building people who've met their ceiling and then they stay at that ceiling, and yet Scheif's taken his game seemingly to a place he hasn't before, and we're seeing it over and over again throughout the lineup. How are you seemingly getting more out of players that a lot of people would have thought hit their cap?
I think that has a lot to do with sort of the guys they play with, the team that they're on. We would like to feel that we're a real good hockey team, and when you do things as a group, if it's the 5 guys on the ice or the 20 guys that are out dressed for that night, if you're doing the right things, you're going to get rewarded for it. If you want to break it down even farther, we talk about how hard we work to get pucks back. in all 3 zones, and that just creates that creates offense for guys, and they get rewarded for it. And so a guy like Vladdy, like you mentioned, even guys having even stronger starts to the year, or even maybe like last year, a lot of guys had good years. It's just them being consistent with their play and doing all the right things and have the puck on their stick a lot more. And that's, for me, that's the biggest thing, is that they have the puck a lot, and now they can just use their skill set.
Would you categorize that as one of your better transition games,
Yeah.
both offense and D?
Yeah, we were. That's what I liked about it. We looked fast, and that I had mentioned about that the team the other night, Chicago, trying to clog up neutral zone. Pittsburgh's trying to do that with both coaches, new coaching staff, trying to really kind of slow the game down when they don't have the puck. I thought we played extremely fast. We got out of our zone fast. We got the neutral zone transition. We moved it quick. We didn't hold on to pucks. We didn't dust it off. We didn't take it back. And that looks more like us from last year. And it's been coming back into our game, and it's been a lot better in the last 3 or 4. And we're hard to defend when we come at people with speed like that.
You say it's been coming back into your game. I was going to ask, is there some one thing that clicks? Is it a series of good decisions, or how does that improve?
Well, I'm going to start it with starts in our back end, our D, when they can work to get back, get pucks quick, and then move it quick. And that might be your partner. That might be trying to find the middle of the ice, whatever it is. But then it's sort of the sequence that happens. It's the puck support. It's if we head north, we call it blowout. When we blow out the zone, when we push people back, it takes the opposition's forecheck away. And really, it's about playing quick and getting through the neutral zone as fast as possible. That's from top of the circles to top of circles. If you can do that quickly, if you can get from one to the other, that really puts teams on their heels. And I thought recently we've been doing that way better than we had earlier on in the year.
Sorry, on Luke, when he
I think I
blocked
pulled a
that
groin
shot.
there.
Yeah, sorry. He blocked that shot last game. Was
Who?
he Luke Shen? Is he
Yep.
is he healthy and just
That was
getting him in? Or?
no, that's what kind of kept him out today.
Thanks.
Thank you.